as you get a little more intimate in a relationship, closer with a man, I don't mean sex. I'm telling you, slow down on the sex thing. You just basically, these guys, they all think they're entitled to sex because women are giving it out. Okay. It's kind of like, well, that woman had no problem. She gave me head the first day. What's the big deal here? You know, it's like, you know, you just go slow with it. That's it. Go slow. He has to earn his way in, so to speak. But really, it's getting to know you, and you're getting to know him, and you're feeling safe with him. And he's, you know, seems like a really good guy. You like him a lot. You find him interesting. He's curious, and your heart is open to him. Then your body really wants him to connect more on a physical level. What I see is that women have very low self-esteem, who feel very insecure. They get with a guy, and they feel like unworthy inside. Oh, why would he love me? I'm an awful person. And so therefore I'll do whatever he wants, and I'll do whatever he wants, and then he'll love me. And that could all be subconscious. That's called low self-esteem. And so suddenly you become seductive and sexual, and I'll give it out, look at me and all that. This is all very low self-esteem. Now, not all women who put out like that have low self-esteem. They're just looking at the competition. I mean, they're really just looking around like men expect it. And it's hard to, when men are expecting it and everybody else is giving it out, to feel like you've got value and being true to yourself, which is go slow with this thing and let it unfold one layer after another, after another, after another. Let there be a relationship that grows in intimacy as opposed to expecting it right away. It's like a seed in the garden. It doesn't turn into a plant overnight. You have to water it and nurture it and take care of it. Then it grows. It gets a little bigger, 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 bigger. Let that happen. So I'm a big fan of going slow. You know, if I was talking to other guys, I wouldn't talk this much about it. They feel like I'm betraying them. But ironically, a lot of guys today that I know, more and more in their 50s, they're kind of saying, wait a second, I'm going to go a little slow here too. Because they're not just a younger man. This is part of sexuality in men, is we have a life force. And that life force has to flow in different ways. And the more accomplishment you have, the more cultured you are, meaning there's different outlets for your creativity, then that energy can flow in different ways. But when you're immature and you don't have a lot of confidence, you don't have a lot of different ways to express yourself, sexuality is a way the most primitive brain can express that aliveness and so forth. So these younger guys are all into having sex. So here's your phrase to use, magic phrase for men who want it and you're not ready to give it. And you don't want it yet, really. That's the key, is you do it when you want to do it. Authenticity. So at this point, and of course, authenticity doesn't mean, well, I'm authentically insecure, so I'm going to do this. No, authenticity is that, you know, I've got this immature, insecure part of me. I'm not going to indulge it. You know, I'm a higher being. I've got more awareness here. I have some wisdom in my life. So here you are with some wisdom, knowing from past experiences that jumping into bed doesn't always work for you. Then that's your authentic message. You can just say to a guy, he's making the moves, says, oh yeah, I need to slow down now. And you kind of go, he goes, why? Don't you want it? Oh yes, every cell in my body wants it, but it just hasn't worked out for me. And I just need to go slow. I hope you can respect that. What can he say? And then what you said in that phrase, I just want to point out, being a man, is he'll hear that one little thing, every cell in my body wants to have sex with you. He goes, okay, I did it. And they're just looking for the recognition that you want to have sex with them. Men so much want to feel that they're wanted. It's a needy thing. But if they don't earn that, then they become weak and they lose commitment and so forth. It has to be when you truly are ready, because you want to do it because he's a wonderful guy and you want to share more of your life with him and he's special and so forth. Then you're willing to share all of who you are with him.